You can change boring and dull book cover designs into stunning book covers just by changing a few things. We're going to be discussing today 3 different apps that we can use on Canva that will transform your book covers. Let's get started. The first app that we're going to explore is called TypeExtrude. I'm going to go ahead and read what it says here. Take your typography to new heights with TypeExtrude. Seamlessly integrate 3D extrusion into your text, instantly transforming your designs from flat to dynamic. So this is using TypeExtrude. I used it on the word today and focus. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like without using TypeExtrude. This is without using TypeExtrude. This is using TypeExtrude, and this one is just a regular font under Canva text, and I added an effect here, which was the outline. Now, this one right here is using TypeExtrude on the words today is awesome. And then this one is just using the regular font that we have here under text and using the effects option by using the one that says background and roundness. You see what it looks like? You see when I do this? Okay. So as you can see here, this one looks pretty amazing. This one looks a little dull. Why? All I used was Leak Spartan and an effect. But when I use this, things change. I'm going to go ahead and click on the word today, and I'm going to click on edit so that you can see what I'm talking about. Right now we have TypeExtrude. We're using TypeExtrude. And let's say where it says main text, you can write whatever you want. You could write the word first, right? And then here you can change the font style. You can use something like this one and go back here to fonts. You can, it says outline thickness. You can control how thick you want it. You're going to be able to see when I change this. When I use this, it doesn't automatically change here on this side. It changes here. So it gives you like a preview of what it's going to look like before you actually update the element. So if I make it really thick, that's what it's going to look like. Then it says extrude angle. Let's see what this does. I'm going to go ahead and slide it to the right. And you can see how it goes all the way around. Can you see that? Okay, perfect. I'm going to leave it at this angle. It's like a 45-degree angle. And then it says extrude length. Okay, you see how it rises? And then it goes down. So this is totally cool. I'm going to go ahead and update the element. And then you have it here. This is just an option of what you can do. I actually like this one in particular, especially if you are into writing fantasy novels. I think there's a lot of cool things that you can do as far as the font goes. I think it's extremely cool. And as you can see, when you use the TypeExtrude, the style is completely different from you using just a regular font from here, from the font and text styles, right? So go ahead and play around with it and see what you come up with. I'm going to click on edit. And we have the word here, and I'm going to go ahead and change it and see what happens when I bring it in. The extrude length, I'm going to update the element, and you see it updated it. Whoa. So this is a very cool app to explore on Canva. It can definitely transform the look of your book covers just because font is so important. The way that, the appearance to your book is everything. The first glance at looking at a book is so important. So we have to make it count. The next app that I want to explore is called the Text Maker. Text Maker provides various text effects for your designs. Choose a style, add a text, tweak if necessary, and insert effortlessly. Perfect for creating realistic 3D text effects in Canva. I'm going to go ahead and use in new design. I'm going to click on that, and then custom size, I'm going to scroll and choose 8.5 by 11. Now that we're here on the Text Maker and we're going to have some options, as you can see here, there are already different styles available for you to choose from. So for example, let's say we choose this one where it says blueberry. And then instead of saying blueberry, we want to do, let's say we're working on a coloring book and it's Kawaii coloring book. Then we would use that. And then here you can add a shadow. It says enable shadow 1. And then you can go ahead and choose the shadow color. It could be white. And then we can go back. And then it says jiggle. These are different effects that you can go ahead and add. This one is jiggle. Let's go ahead and add to design and see what happens here. As per quality, you can go ahead and leave it at media. So let's go ahead and add to design. And guess what? We have our text here. Let me go ahead and we have our text here. And now we can put it on the page. This makes a very big difference. As you can see here, the shadow, just the style of the text can make a very big difference when it comes to your book cover designs. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the book cover designs that you come up with to sell on Amazon KDP. It could just be book covers that you're creating for your digital products that you're selling, whether it's on your stand store or on your own website. So that's pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and go back to design. And we're going to go here where it says text maker. We have 3D, we have gold, comic, graffiti, neon, retro. There are different styles. Let's go ahead and go to gold. I really like the gold purple, but as you can see here, if you're new and you don't have Canva Pro, I would stick to the other ones that don't say the words pro right here. So let's say we can try this one where it says Highness. And we can change the title. Let's say we are writing a prayer journal or prayer devotional, one of the two. So we're going to keep the same font, and the effects, we may add a shadow. And let's say a shadow 1 is going to be, I want it to be maybe have a black shadow. As you can see here, it changed. We're going to add that to the design, add to design, and here we have it, prayer journal. This is an app that I highly recommend for you to play around with, use, and you can even incorporate, which is really cool. Let's say we're going to go to Magic Media. Here, let's say you are creating a prayer journal book, right? You're going to go here to Magic Media and you are going to give it a prompt. Create a background with gold and pink peonies. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to click enter and see what happens. And that's going to be the background that we use for this prayer journal, devotional, you name it. These are just some ideas of what you can do for the book that you're trying to create. Okay, we're going to use this as the background. Whoa, what happened? Okay, let me delete that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in the corner, slide it, and make sure it fits onto our page. We're going to click on position, and we're going to go click on here where it says to back, all the way back. And there you have it. This could be something that's very unique. Now, the third app that we will be talking about right now is the TypeLettering app. And it says customizable text effects for captivating designs. This TypeLettering, it's more like templates, okay? And it says it here, elevate your designs with TypeLettering's captivating text effects. Dive into a world of meticulously crafted lettering templates tailored to add flair and sophistication to your text effortlessly. So when we use this, we will be using the templates, and I'm going to show you here. I'm going to scroll down, and as you can see, we have some templates. Let's say you really like this one that says Summer Vibes. We're going to click on it. We're going to change the main text. Let's say it's activity book. And you can see here how I didn't do it side by side. Otherwise, when I go scroll down, it's going to be all in like one line. So we don't want to do that. If you want to go ahead and make sure it's one word on top of another, go ahead and just add a space and type it right under. Then we're going to keep the font as it is. The alignment, make sure it's on the center, or let me go ahead and start messing around with the alignment so that you can see what that looks like. I'm going to leave it at the center. Line space. This line space you use if you want some space between the words and maybe you want to add, let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's go ahead and do something. Activity book. I'm going to add it to the design just as it is here. You can expand it and then you can add some elements in between. Let me go ahead and click on and add a page. And in this page, I'm going to add the main text. There's going to be activity book. Whoa, let's delete this. Activity book. Wait, activity book, right? We're going to leave the font as it is, centered. And the line height, you see how I moved it up last time? Well, here in this, for this particular example, we're going to go ahead and leave it close together. For the second page, I'm going to add the design to the second page. So now we have the design here. Now you can change the colors. You can change the colors around. Let's say I want a little bit more pale. All you have to do is click on update, change the color and click update. If you don't click on update, it won't update here on your actual design. So let's go back here, activity book. Let's go here all the way to the left under elements. You can click elements and you can go ahead and add any elements that you want to use. For instance, a star. And then you go to graphics and you have a bunch of stars. So we can use this one. And you see, you can add something between those words. Okay, it doesn't look wonderful, but it's just to give you an example of what you can do. Okay, when you add the space between those words. See, activity book. Let's say we want to add a background. You can go use your magic media, design a background with teen doodles of paper planes, bees, pencils, notebooks, all in pink, all in baby blue and yellow. Wait, let's add 3 colors. I just want to mess around with this and see what comes up. And pink. Let's see what happens. I haven't done something like this yet, so I just wanted to go ahead and test it here in real time to see what actually comes up. I haven't played around with Magic Media as much as I would like to, but there's a lot of things that you can do. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, the graphics are not that sharp. I think that we can even create something like this, but do it individually. Like for instance, going to the Elements tab, and then let's say you want to use this, the font here. Let's go to page 3. I'm going to delete the background that we came up with, and we can just start creating that background by doing this. And then just adding a bunch of elements together and making it yourself instead of doing something like this and using Magic Media. So be very descriptive when you are using Magic Media, because as you can see, it looks a little messy. Although it may work for different types of books and designs, but your best bet sometimes also is just to use the elements here. And all you have to do is continue to use them over and over again until you create the background that you want to create. So that was that. These 3 different apps are just different apps that you need to explore, and it's going to take you some time to go into every font and see the styles that you want to look for, what style you want for your particular book. So it will take you some time to learn and explore. So just enjoy the journey. Graphic design for me is completely therapeutic. So go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about these different apps. Have you used them before? If so, let me know how that went. Have you used them for self-publishing or to just sell your digital products on your website, online? You name it. I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you on the next video. God bless.